Tim Schafer says the decision was made because, quote, only the survival of our studio would make us consider such a painful action. Another studio that embraced Sarkeesian's ideology is now fighting for survival. Slowly but surely, the video game industry is healing. And this is from Anita Sarkeesian's webpage. If you're not familiar with her, she has quite the lore when it comes to Gamergate and pushing feminism into games and trying to have representation of anything but something entertaining for someone playing a video game and wanting inclusion everywhere. And if you scroll down a little bit on her website, the first thing you see here is some of the clients include Devolver Digital, Double Fine, Landfall, which we've talked about many times in the past year, Tribe-In, Mega Crit, the company behind Slay the Spire, one of my all-time favorite games. And it's so sad that Slay the Spire 2 involved her unnecessarily. And of course, Ubisoft, because there's no surprise there. This is the post from Double Fine. They said, today, Double Fine Productions let go of 23 members of our staff. As a small, tightly knit team, these actions are not taken lightly. Only the survival of our studio would ever make us consider such a painful action. Our transition to becoming an independent company also means becoming a size that we can sustain. The people we are losing were all important. I bet they were. What games have you even come out with, Double Fine, in the past decade? Like, what have you even done? What games have, like, I'm sure you've made a game. I have no idea what it is. And the people playing it are in the teens. Like, your concurrent player count is not going up at all. Like, no one cares about your games. So, sure, they might be intrinsic to your team, or important, but what games do you make? And were they actually pulling their weight and making a game people wanted to play? They all made an impact on our games and culture, because culture is a really important thing over the games. And they will be missed. We are committed to supporting each affected person as best we can, and we thank them for their hard work and commitment to the creative spirit we cherish here at Double Fine. Tim. And here's the thing, by the way, Tim Schafer, who I believe was like a game tester for Maniac Mansion way back in the day with LucasArts. One of my all-time favorite games, and Tim Schafer back in the day was someone who I really did look up to as this guy's going places in the game industry. Turned out he just ended up being a weirdo that started pushing inclusivity everywhere. This is from Niche Gamer. Tim Schafer says being inclusive makes better video games. Please, as I always say when it comes to this kind of thing, full screen.
What they kept saying, like,
could you please define better? That's so ambiguous. What does better actually mean? Because better might mean, oh, this is more inclusive, representative of people in the community.
Wants to play.
No one cares. Is it a good game? Are people going to want to play it and share the experience with their friends? No? Okay, then it's not better. I don't know what to tell you, but this ain't it. Wario 64 says Double Fine lays off 23 members of its staff, and Pirate Nation says this is back June 16th. Woke Studio Double Fine has addressed reports of its shutdown with a simple emoji. This is back when Microsoft was parting ways with them just last month, and back then I was talking about how maybe Nintendo might look at picking them up, but no, I think Nintendo wants nothing to do with this organization either, obviously. Double Fine worked with Anita Sarkeesian on Psychonauts 2 and said her feedback helped the team spot things they hadn't considered and avoid unintended messages. Read things I've invented to justify my existence.
Tell your boss we're coming for.
He said this helped them make the game better. Again, please define better. While keeping it just as fun and enjoyable for more people. Which we'll get into in just a second because as the concurrent player count proves that was not true. I hope Asha keeps shutting all these studios full of DEI. Imagine how many millions and how much time they spent on this garbage. Xbox could have created so many good games with the DEI money. That really right there is the greatest tragedy in all of this era. Like the hundreds of millions, nay, plural, billions, tens of billions with a B, wasted on DEI, buying companies, buying studios, pushing the agenda. And not just the money, but the time wasted on what they could have been making instead of what they did end up making. And oh, by the way, I want to highlight this because Pirate Nation very rarely gives it a so you know Pirate Nation was pissed off about this. And they followed up. Double Fine Productions has laid off 23 employees. Studio founder Tim Schafer confirmed the cuts in the statement, saying the decision was made because only the survival of our studio would make us consider such a painful action. And block BSB. Who's laughing now? And why the fuck did you block me? I never interacted. Oh, fun fact. I'm also blocked by Double Fine. And I think all I've ever tagged them in was saying, I wonder if Nintendo's going to buy Double Fine. And I tagged them. And I got blocked. I'm like, okay, maybe they don't want Nintendo to buy them. That was a weird way to block someone. They were on a crazy blocking spree after the Microsoft split, though. And I think their social media manager, community manager, was, we'll just say, captured by an ideology and familiar with people in the online space. I'm gonna guess.
Double Fine's
Jay
like
Viper
too
said,
possessed.
why are people lamenting Double Fine being closed down? Why are they going back to nostalgia like Grim Fandango and Enslaved? They don't make games like that anymore. They're a San Francisco studio who works with people like Anita Sarkeesian while adding gay marriage and queer representation into their games, while their founder gets on his knees in the name of white privilege. Blame Microsoft all you want, but that company was already infected.
All the studios
and their products got worse, and it was thanks to inside leadership. Psychonauts 2 sold well, but it wasn't a banger. The last number we had was more than 1.7 million units, which in the grand scheme, this day and age, for a big-time game, that's really not that many. For Double Fine, for a smaller studio, that's a decent amount. It is. It is. But boy, if it sold under 2 million lifetime, and they haven't come out with another game in a decade, that's not going to help their studio survive. That game even sanded the edges of its comedy and had Anita directly involved to, quote, make it better. There's that word again. Thanks, Tim, for that quote. They couldn't ship games people wanted. Kill? Keeper? How are they supposed to sell to keep a company running while they're spending likely around $10 million or more a year on salary alone? Fact is, they became listless and were leeching off guaranteed Game Pass money. We had yet to hear of even a title for their next big game. I don't blame Xbox one bit for noticing. And here's the Double Fine. We worked with Anita on Psychonauts 2. She helped us make a better game and pointed out multiple issues and blind spots. Good fucking God, bro. What an embarrassment. What a pathetic, shameful downfall of your career. To turn into what amounts to a digital cut for someone pushing propaganda.
I challenge you to combat, Starbucks.
It's just it's sad. I don't even know if that's a word. Like, it makes me fucking emotional because this guy back in the day before he got captured by the ideology, he really did have talent. He did. I love.
How did he lose that talent?
And the direction he went with this, just like, bro, you're killing me. 25 invisible benefits of gaming while male from Feminist Frequency. And yes, that is Tim Schafer. And that is Grim Fandango, which was a pretty fun game, not gonna lie. Pirate Nation says, player count for games of some of the Xbox studios reportedly being shuttered or affected by cuts. Double Fine collaborated with Anita Sarkeesian on Psychonauts 2. She's credited in the game and talks about Compulsion working with Sweet Baby Inc. And let's take a look. Double Fine Studios, Kiln and Keeper. 7 players right now, 3 players right now. 24-hour peak in the 20s and 30s. All-time peak 2 months ago. Under 200 concurrent players on Steam for both of them. Under 200. Holy crap. And you're surprised that Microsoft let you go, bro?
Fox,
holy crap.
Anti-Com
Gamer says the gaming industry crash continues.
Look at this hot
They thoughtfully decided that removing physical copies would somehow reverse the entire downturn. Brilliant. Now they're about to discover just how much worse things can get when you alienate the people still willing to pay full price for a physical copy. And I also posted, when you no longer can suckle off that juicy Microsoft teeth.
That's how you do it.
It's from PC Gamer. Only the survival of our studio would make us consider such a painful action. Tim Schafer announces Double Fine layoffs just 3 weeks after Xbox.
This is my kind of party.
A total of 23 people have been put out of work. And imagine, by the way, this is the thing. When you're under a big corporation like Microsoft, all these employees, all these developers, they complain all day about how much they hate Big Corpo, how much they hate Microsoft. And Microsoft says, fuck you, get out of here. And they kick the studio to the curb. And then they're like, wait. We actually need a paycheck, though. Please take us back. We like doing nothing. I like my Starbucks coffee. Why? Why did you kick me to the curb? And I don't know. I look at websites like Anita Sarkeesian's. I see this kind of stuff. My team and I focus on representation issues such as gender, race, sexuality, ability, class. We're talking about a fucking video game. What is this? This is like the whole Black Lives Matter, the whole COVID, the whole just proving that human beings can be psychologically manipulated and captured by an ideology and think that they're doing the right thing and making sure they're virtuous and good. But at the end of the day, they're forgetting about they make a video game. They need to sell the burgers. These things don't help them sell burgers at all. These actually do the opposite of that. So yes, Double Fine at present, let's go with 23 people. And based off of the trajectory of that studio, I would venture to guess this is the first step to shutting the doors and closing down. That probably is going to follow shortly after, we'll say, I don't know, 2 to 3 months from now, max. They have nothing coming out. They have no games that people are interested in. Short of somebody partnering them up and paying all their employees, they're going nowhere. And they have no one to blame but themselves. I'll leave that. They always claim they hate Big Corpo while caring about their failed message far more than money. Until they start losing their source of income. Funny how that works, isn't it? Funny how that works.
We did it. All units.
Oh, you're busted. Hey. Everything. Busted, you're losing everything. They found out. What?
Guys, I just found the funniest thing. Like, I actually need to calm down a little bit here. I was laughing way too much. I just got right to recording. I should take a breath. But you gotta see some of this.
Keep an eye on your
These are
shield
like
gauge.
Bethesda devs that got laid off. And this guy in particular, this is the part that made me laugh so much. I didn't watch the whole thing yet. I want to go through it together as I make this video. But I did skip around a little bit, and I found this guy. And you'll see in a second. This guy's like, people are telling us that we make great games. How are we being laid off? Like, dude, who's telling you that you're making great games? It's not the players. Bethesda making great games in 2026. When was the last time they made a great game? We gotta go really far back. Before I found that video, I saw this clip on Twitter. Rock Solid said, after seeing and hearing some of the people protesting these Bethesda layoffs, I honestly don't feel that bad for them. And so this is like a different video. I don't think the guy I was talking about is in this one. So we'll go back to that one in a second. But let's play some of this first.
We're at a turning point in the games industry. We're at
Bro, you see that sign? Crossroad Jobs. Okay, that's hilarious. I don't even know. Like, why would you bring that? Crossroad Jobs.
the mercy of corporate greed infecting the games we love.
Let's talk about that introduction. Just the pure gaslighting, the pure manipulative rhetoric. Let's play it one more time.
We're at a turning point in the games industry. We're at the mercy of corporate greed infecting the games we love.
So the games that we love, a lot of the games that we love have been going downhill for years, especially at Bethesda. These guys are one of the best examples of that happening. These guys were fine with the predatory monetization tactics, the corruption, the greed, the modern audience slop forced into this stuff, the pandering, all that. He was fine with it apparently, up until he got laid off. Now suddenly, oh guys, this is a problem we need to talk about. And of course, he's not referring to the modern audience slop and how these games have gone downhill. No, he's just referring to these devs being laid off. That's the only problem going on. All that other stuff, that's not going on. What are you, a chud?
It can't be overstated how much it upends your life to have your job lost.
So that's actually where the shorter clip on Twitter ends with this person, but I recorded like 6 more minutes of this video and went to the longer clip on YouTube that I mentioned in the intro and started covering that part. And I actually found a longer part where this person's talking. So I'm going to edit that in here and include that here. That's why there's kind of like an awkward cut though.
We make all kinds of games, all kinds of people love, and we make a lot of money, but apparently it's not enough to keep us all employed.
So this is a recurring point that I'm going to keep addressing throughout this video, which is how many of these devs keep saying that they're making like great games that people love. And again, I'm going to repeat this point multiple times, but it's like, dude, look at the public reception towards Bethesda for like the last decade. You might want to take a look at that. If you're really delusional enough to think that players, they just love these games, everyone loves these games, go ahead and take a look at the actual discourse, the actual data, because that talking point of, yeah, current Bethesda is making games that people love, yeah, that's really not going to go so well for you.
I'm here as a Rockville City Council member and a gamer. Video games, the video game industry is extremely important. It's a very resilient industry overall. It does not lag in support among players, consumers.
Excuse me, what do you mean? It doesn't lag in support of players, consumers. Okay, super out of touch comment right there. Yeah, dude, the devs at these AAA companies, they're doing so right by the players. The players are lucky to have the AAA industry. Be sure you support this strike, everybody. And then the video ends with like literally a 10-second pause, like dramatically paused on the ZeniMax offices. And then we'll go back to the longer video that I mentioned in the intro with that other guy we'll get to. Where's that guy? There he is. Oh, yeah, you can see the timestamp. I thought I was walking for a second. Anyways, I want to talk about these signs real quick, too. Our players deserve better. And then this one behind me says, people over profits. Like I said, these people weren't criticizing the state of the games industry until they got laid off. It comes off really fake, really emotionally manipulative. How about the fact that games have been increasing in price? $70, $90, $110, depending on the edition that you get. But on a baseline, AAA is trying to go for this at least $70 price point. Did people say anything about our players deserve better there? Did they say anything about people over profits there? No, the fact of the matter is most of them or all of them didn't. They were radio silent on that. Now, I do know that there's a few good devs left in AAA sprinkled around some of these companies. Even at Bethesda, there's probably some. But we have so many examples over the years of like complete modern audience devs that have been infecting the industry, especially in AAA, that I'm very skeptical of devs for good reasons at AAA companies. Especially when they're saying stuff like this that comes off really gaslighty again, because they're saying one thing and their actions depict something completely different. And then as for Bethesda, it doesn't help that some of their most outspoken people are just literally pouring fuel on the fire. I mean, some of the statements from Todd Howard, I mean, what is the guy doing nowadays? And then like Emil Tagliaro, that guy's even worse. Emil? Dude, that guy will make the longest statements on Twitter just filled with toxic positivity, ignoring all the criticism from players about how Bethesda's been going downhill. Like, look what he said during the Starfield situation. Emil, I think he made like a 12 to 14 long post on Twitter. It was like 12 to 14 tweets long, where, like I said, it was just filled with toxic positivity and deflection and trying to play victim. I think there was like one line in there that I recall where he was like kind of owning up to stuff, and I was like, okay, at least he said that. But it's just like one sentence out of 14 posts. Anyways, let's just get to this guy now. I apologize. I wasn't planning on putting this guy off for so long. I just got distracted by a lot of those signs throughout the clips and stuff. But here we go.
Morale is really low because, you know, we've been told that we're making great games that players love and that we're doing well, and to have this suddenly hit us has been a huge shock to us.
Dude, how out of touch are these people? Who is telling you that you're making great games? I mean, like, is this an alternate reality? Have you seen how Starfield's been going? Your latest release? Have you seen that? Have you seen how unhappy people are with Skyrim being re-released over and over and over again? Have you seen how people are unhappy with the, like, creation kit direction Bethesda's taking stuff with paid mods? Have you seen any of this? Like, what do you mean, bro? I don't even know what to say. Like, I think my brain just short-circuited. How is this guy real? Is this like another one of those toxic positivity things? Is that what this is? Like they're in the office and then they're all like hyping each other up. Like, dude, we're making the best games. Everyone loves our games. We're Bethesda. We're the best. And then it's like
Opium.
outside of that, they never actually look into the public reception towards their games and the company. Like, is that what's going on here? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Or he's just like lying through his teeth or something. I have no idea. He didn't really come off like he was lying though. It comes off like he actually believes that. so like, what's going on here? This is just so weird. It's like the dog meme where like the dog's in the building's on fire, except now there's multiple dogs. The whole building's on fire. And these people are like, oh, don't worry about that. We're doing a great job. I mean, if they genuinely do believe that, they believe that they're making great games. They believe that they're like top tier devs. Again, I have to assume that they're not taking a look at any of the actual public reception, any of the actual discourse going on with Bethesda for years now. I mean, going back all the way to Fallout 76. And even before then, you could argue some people didn't like what was going on, but 76 was like a big turning point. So this stuff's been going on for a long time. So for devs at Bethesda to be this out of touch, where they're all just telling each other they're making great games, and this doesn't make sense, well, I have to reasonably conclude that they're probably not actually looking at what's going on, right? Like I just said, it's like the house is on fire, and they're acting like that's not happening. They're not thinking about what's happening. They're just going along with the lies and the toxic positivity, trying to hype each other up and be yes men to each other. And then the main problem I have with this is, like I said, where they turn around and now suddenly they're going to act like they care about the players. They're going to put signs up talking about, like, the players deserve better. Where was that sign? Can we find it again randomly? Yeah, very perfect. That's the one I'm talking about. Our players deserve better. So, again, it comes off like they're ignoring the players and living a lifestyle of toxic positivity. But then when they get laid off, they're going to start saying stuff like, our players deserve better. Clearly, you have not been listening to the players this whole time. Like, I'm going to repeat the point I've been making. This comes off really manipulative.
I worked at ZeniMax for about 5 years. We are having a march and a rally to demand dignity and respect and an end to the cycle of layoffs.
That's right, guys. We demand dignity and respect. Sure, the players don't like the games that we've been making, but we're owed this job. They need to keep employing us. I love this sign, too. This is great. No devs, no games. Ho 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 ho.
I'll cover you, Fox.
Don't threaten us with a good time. Hey guys, if you don't support our strike, if you don't get Bethesda to hire us again, we're not going to keep making Bethesda games. Okay, sounds good. Bye. Anyways, I'll leave it there. Let me apologize if I was too repetitive with some of my points in this video. I wasn't expecting throughout recording that there was going to be so many instances of horrible points by these people. I mean, to be fair, I should have anticipated that. But it really was uncanny how many of them were repeating the same thing of like, we make games people love. That's what we're doing here. And it's like, oh my gosh, I got to comment on this again. So I apologize, you know, again, if it was a little bit too much repetition. Also because, as mentioned early in the video, I like recorded something later on and then ended up editing it sooner. So, you know, there was that too. But thank you for your understanding. I hope you enjoyed the video nevertheless. Hope you have a great week ahead. See you in the next one.
Playtime is over, Star Fox.
I'll take my time picking you apart.
On strike?
Determined to die like your daddy, Fox?
They have no business getting away with them.
The satellite core is exposed. That's our target.
Anyways.
That swine's got a lot to answer for. You've got a lot of nerve, Pitbull.
Don't crawl back under your rock.
Teamwork.
Nice.
That applies to
Whoops. Ah, that was supposed to. That was a missing point.
They're gaining on me. You've got a lot of nerve, Pitbull.
Don't crawl back under your rock.
Destroy the satellite's core. Ah, I'm hit. They're after me.
Alright, there we go.
You want to play tough?
Alright. Venom time. Gonna get 6th, am I? Okay, these 13 are better to get like I don't know if that's happening. Doesn't look like it.
It's showtime, Star Fox. Eyes up, jets hot.
These guys aren't even in the same league.
Keep your guard up. Andros knows we're here.
No, get out of my way.
I think we made him mad.
Don't go dying on me, Fox.
Ow.
Stay sharp. I won't lose anyone else to this
Okay,
place.
good thing it didn't break a wing.
Let's show him what an R-Wing can do.
I'll take the left.
I've got the right.
Nice of them to line up for us.
I'm going left. Take them all out. There's more incoming.
Uh-oh.
Supplies deployed. Show them who is boss. Falco's a bad influence on you, Rob.
Whoa! What a defense system.
I wish your dad could see us now. He'd tell us to get the job done, no matter what.
Those tin cans are no match for me.
Rob, secure the comms.
We'll show him tin cans.
So we're headed right into that ominous temple. Sure, that tracks.
Come on, tough guy. It'll be fun.
It's running away. Should we pursue?
This place is one big death trap.
Don't get too close, Fox.
I can't outrun my scan. Sending analysis to you now.
All right.
Never give up. Trust your instinct.
Fox, wait! I want to help.
I've been waiting for you, Star Fox.
I'm getting sixth.
You know that I control the galaxy. How very foolish to face me on your own. Are you so eager to repeat your father's mistakes?
Going so fast. Trying to get all my shots. Oh, here again. Oh, nice. All right. 28-34.
should have known better than to worry.
Your father'd be proud of you.
I'll admit it. You did good, Fox.
Tremendous work, Star Fox. The Lilat system owes you a significant debt of gratitude.
Not just gratitude, General. I'm sending the bill over now. Nice doing business with you.
The payday takes some of the sting off. But did you really have to snag all the glory for yourself, Fox?
Come on, Falco. We helped save the entire system. The war's finally over.
Yeah, and I'm already bored.
Fox? Everything okay?
Okay,
I
so
don't know,
I'm like
Peppy.
80 seconds
I've got
behind
this funny feeling.
Ag
Like
it
it
aside.
isn't over. Like maybe we played right into Andross's hands.
It's either like American or French. Oh my.
The fools think they've won.